I want to talk about why it's so difficult to detach from toxic, abusive, and narcissistic relationships. This is from my understanding and my experience and point of view. We were groomed as children coming from dysfunctional families, even though at the time we didn't understand that we were really in a dysfunctional family. Listen to that again. Many families hide the fact that they are dysfunctional or toxic. I know from my experience, our family, stressed the importance of family. Yet when I stop and analyze, the reality of it is my father never put our family, the immediate family, first, because he was always focused on helping his mother, his brothers, nephews, etc. But we, as his immediate family, meaning his wife and children, did not come first. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with helping your parents or brothers and sisters, but when you have children, and in our case, we were 7, I was the middle child, I think it only takes logical thinking to know that your priority should be your family. But that's not the case when you are in a toxic, technically it was abusive relationship. And even though there wasn't any violence that I saw, as far as him towards my mother, physical violence, there was the emotional, the psychological abuse. And at the time, I had no clue that that's what it was. But, toxic is toxic, even if you don't realize it at the time. And back to why it's so difficult to detach from that. It's because we were groomed, because that was the normal for us. But you know what? You get to the point where you have a light bulb moment where you realize that something is not right. And I knew at a very young age that I wanted to change things. I didn't want to be like my parents. I didn't want to be like my mother that tolerated so much lack of respect. She wasn't seen for what she was. And it doesn't excuse anybody, from becoming the abuser. I firmly believe that we all make a decision. And for many, it's early in life. You make the decision to never, ever be like the people that turned out to be the toxic, dysfunctional, abusive individuals. And some of these individuals are your parents, your mother, your father, even grandparents, brothers and sisters, etc. And you go into a world that is full of people that are toxic, people that do not come from love,